Can you please tell us what village were you born in? Where were you born?
Just a Phari.
I was born in Phari.
Ah, Phari. And how many people were in your family? How many children and mother and father?
단다스바. 근데 별은 다 별은 또 보고 제랑 파마니.
We were 8 children and 2 parents.
8 children. And what did your father do? What did your father do for a living, and your mother?
제가 발라다 아무하게 애니치게다 가다 초와기 같은데 아니 내가 가르치지 그랬어.
먼저 신바에 지금 심제요. 루단 보고 중대간에 요거다 소체 권도 파면제. 닝주 다랑시 뭐 소소 당부요 교래디. 그때 정어도야 띠 정어 사무도 되더니 이 소소에 겹서 료디 료체. 먼저 되거든. 양교와 팀에 보고 팀에 요라테 또 때 돌로요 채는 팀에 냐니.
So my parents actually they were farmers, and they were also raising cattle rearing. And my parents they grew up as servants before, and after a few years they began to stand on their own, and then also. They were looking after some other children also.
And what kind of a house did you live in? Were you in the country or in the city?
I'm not any place who said the lungu
What is it for it?
Actually, I was born in Phari. Phari actually was a city at that time, but I lived in the village called Lama.
You live in the village, okay. And your mother and father had 8 children. Where were you? Were you oldest or you middle or youngest? What was she?
네, 아무데로 보고 깨어단 쉬어던 부주르겠어. 아 부주르 괜찮지.
So I was actually I'm the oldest actually.
The number 1.
Yeah, actually my parents gave birth to 16 children, but 8 actually were alive.
8 were alive. So 8 children died. Oh, did many women have that in your village? Did many women have children like 8 to 16 children?
제가 가게로야 아니 근데 김에들이야 부부 제는 주루 채와 되네 망부 열었어 부모.
요 말이 아마 간도 배우면 되라. 게 소소 직니 된데서 참샤 되네 제매로. 소소 하나도 가장 가족이 위에 어디 계주고. 망부 망쇼 계경에 아마 좀 인지래. 신 개고 두진이 지금 뭐야. 주루지기 경에 아마 정한테만 뭐 여말.
My mother actually had 16 children, but other women they have at the most 6, 7 or something like that. So during that time we didn't have any sort of birth control or something like that.
Yes. So did people want to have big families, or that's just what happened because there was no birth control?
능미 자침불 가기에 양고 지게 지다 거라다 이들지게 계곡가에 담에 나가서 거라 두스 총을했어.
미제 연한다 미제 요가 신가 용한 심제 용한 미제 요가 그라.
So actually if we have a large family it will be good because there are no fields that we have that we have to look after, and we have cattle to be looked after.
Yeah. How did your parents go? You said your parents were like servants for a rich family, and then they had their own land. And How did that happen?
그래서 다 아무나게 단다 팔아 아무나 당부요 중이라고 그랬어.
응.
봐.
응.
근데 네 소소소 지게야 지금까지는 나온 제 미지도 제가
어네.
그들이
How did they gain land and animals if they were just
그들이
servants?
제가 니마다 요로 주제 제가 아니야 소소소로 선제라다 소소소로야 신가라야 근데 간데스 초레스
第一个他们听说要叫你这些路，今天这个路顶的要是，你路顶的路你送啥下，你送啥下，你送啥下，这这些样，人家听说给路马上这种的配了，俺们记得补几个那马上吃呀，我今天这点钱呢，秋冬拉拉垃圾，你上上兄弟，秋冬拉垃圾穷多了，穷的人呢，俺们上全部听说了3件有钱，没没钱，那跳上路最小事。 시주 매우치스 깨매 좀 결혼 소스 어떻게 깨매 치면서 깨매 치면서 근데 먼저 배우게 자리 시주 매우치 계속 깨매 되게 서비치 단단 매장 그更新가져 제일 뒤주마 매장 걸 하지 뒤뒤 뒤다다데 10월 이내 다 소소에 좀 자체 나 10월 이내 시주 매우치 서버 좀 뭐 장다랑 자다 깨매 좀 겜배지 서비스 좀 소세 강대 좀 그거 독천충.
So actually, my parents worked as a servant, and in return they are getting every year 2 to 3 sheep like that. You know? And then my relatives they give us they give to my parents 1 or 2 sheep like that. And then some rich people they have many sheep, but there were no people to look after the sheep. So my parents, they were given the job to look after those sheep, and they had to return all those sheep, later on. But whatever the number increased, during that time, that they can keep actually.
Ah, the sheep had babies,
Yeah, sheep
little
had
lambs,
yeah.
and they could keep the babies.
Yeah.
I see.
So if they have taken care of 100 sheep, they have to return 100 sheep later on. But whatever extra they have, they can keep it.
They
back.
can keep it.
So in that way, they got to scattered carriages.
Then your parents must have been very good sheep herders.
그래서 다 배제 암라게 파마츠 배제 룩츠엘 백해고 이기레스.
루다 공부 중중 전에 네 아마 안 돼도 그냥 가봐 돼요. 너 구주 좀 봐이.
My father is still here. He's 90 years old.
He's here in Bailakupe? Ah.
He's 90 years old.
Oh, maybe we will meet him later.
제가 직선에 가서 제일 토비. 빨라 슈라.
빨라 미매워. 미샤고를 뭐 무슨 너 구주 좀 봐. 돼요.
He's blind.
he's blind.
아무데 뭐 저기 해도
So, when you were a little girl, did you help with the sheep?
People that I'm going to tell something. So, her mother died at the age of 86.
Okay, she just told you this. Her mother died here in
The Bhutan.
in Bailakupe? 86, okay. When she was a little girl, what kind of chores did she have to do as number 1 daughter?
그래서 다 아무나 부 genshir wa 나네. 애니 지게 나올라 지게 랭겐도 저 가리어랬어.
내가 콘서트 맞아 갈 이는 갔던 거지. 야지 쇼로는 갔던 거지. 미 야고 먹고요. 냠보다 무슨.
야 슈돌.
야 쇼로 돈. 야 먹고 돈. 야 쇼로. 단 신경간 또 아주 신경 떠줘요. 야가 신경 떠줘더니 신경 떠서래 더. 류자라도 우리 주당라도 우리 수요라도 우리 요마자라도 아 신경 그 양장받는 거 쓰는 거 tension. 아니요. 나는 뭐 주당이요. 뭐는 민도.
So whatever works that my parents could not actually, give time to, so I used to go there you know.
Louder.
I used to go to there and to do that work, and I used to go after the yak many times, and also I work in the field.
Field. When you did all the, I think it's good to speak louder because when we do the interviews, we need to translate. When you did so much chores and work as a child, did you ever have time to play?
제가 아무라 차내 망고치나 고토요. 완전히 부견셔부터네. 제가 아무라야 제모제기 투주된데 라스웨스.
되네. 기분 나 되네. 미기 통해요 봤다. 기도 로정생인데.
Never seen.
보고도 나디게 이네 파마니디 공연장 분데로 산다리 점다지야.
What did you
I
say
never
exactly?
got the opportunity to play, you know.
She's smiling when she says that. Was that okay, or was she sad about that, or was that okay?
And the mixing amla chicken sozumene sembe원이야. 지금 디기샤 삼삼 노르샤 삼 간디치면서.
가게 통민도 같은데 이게 밀고 걸라 내당 텔레마로 소소소로 만셔야 내려. 본인저 하네 저 가지고 말이 다 사실 그냥 얘기 부디게 다 충도 된들은 정말 기대발라 말이 기대발라 굴굴굴 어디 부시로도 라브시한 굴굴 대여도 무슨 냠 량우 용의 게저 뒤인데 된데 직직을 다 내가 대선이 뒤를 너무 많이
I didn't feel bad about it because most of the people were doing like that, you know.
That's all she said. Okay. What are some of your favorite memories of your childhood?
제가 아무라 지금 춘주급서 소소기와 지금 선배나라야 약쇼도 가르친기도 있어.
충주 선배는 전당한테 드릴 내가 저러잖아. 소만 뭐 현장들이 기버지 근데 전장으로 용비 당한도 판에 레고도 지어로. 아 드릴만데 참만 나는 그 섬다는 걸로 사세도 믹스에 그 땡기고 열어. 마디 사는 거 아무거니까 준단 말이야. 섬 오다 내가 이야기 쇼를 친네. 이야기게 말하다 마마 수행한 뒤로 난 걸로 하고 슬로 겨워. 아야라라 된다. 내가 맞아 되는데 거기 먹으러 꼭 살는지 강강다 누구 강다네. 정말 지중는데 되네.
So I was actually worried about finishing my works at that time, you know, whatever my parents give me to do, you know, I just think about finishing that so that when I go back to my house, you know, my parents won't scold.
Were your parents very strict parents?
아무나게 파마저 지가라야 딕주도 탐보도지 열베스.
직접 담을 안 봐.
They were very strict.
They were very strict.
미미도 진리로 디도 미 직접 그만. 소주 미미 쳐서. 디도 녀골 영종 왔다.
So if anyone comes in our house, you know, so if we just see like this, you know, they will go out, they will say, you know.
Say it louder.
Yeah.
If anyone,
Go out, they will say, you know.
they will say, if anyone comes in the house,
If anyone comes
like
in
the
the house,
children.
No, if anyone comes in the house, you know, they I mean adults, you know, the friends of their parents or
Yes.
something like that,
Ah,
some sort of guest or something like that. So if they come and see, look here and there, you know, why are you here? You must go out. They will
oh,
say,
if the children were in the
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
they would say to the children, go
Yes.
outside. What are you doing here? Get
Yeah,
outside and
yeah.
play or work. Go out and work. Can she describe what was her mother like? What's her mother? Her mother is still alive. Her mother just died. What kind of a person was her mother? Can she describe her a little bit?
아마 간지러지요랬어. 수수 삼주나 수수 아마데 간지러지요랬다.
그가 당신도 있더니 버리러 간다 고로지다다와 두딘도 아주 버리러 요 구주 저번에가 버릴 거로 샤서 아 대소서 콜레 되버다 파마성이 미팅지 뭐 레티버데 다미 아마 직통 아마 투버 아마 투르 아마 내가 레도 침버 아마 님은 양자이거나 타거나 다데 뽑디게 둘러 아니 다시 직설직 요거 요시 그예요 말로 요거 말이 심지어 배부 열어 간증님을 거주소를 당지 야식을 당지 양 현다 공대 당지 건다 소로서는 아무디 파시 짱짱 제 만주 봄숨이 역짱 제 좀 지기요 지만도 시요니 아무거 짝센데 시기 만도 시요니 라카물 거하게 또 우리 뒤에지 따라한 대바사셔 아무래도 좀
아마 투부를는 가려고.
투부서는 아무 보고를 또 말이야 자꾸 뒤에 말이 꼭 보는 누구 알고 이야기도 그냥 아무 내면 타지.
My mother was very
No,
strict.
my mother, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my mother was very strict, So she was also very hard worker, So she used to weave clothes for us, So we never actually had to buy clothes for our family. She did all those work, So when she was working with the wool, so when we were four of us helping her, still she was actually faster, to give those works.
She was actually...
So she was, her sisters, they were working with her mother, actually. So they with the comb or something like this, you had this
weaving, comb the wool?
Comb the wool and make it, like this, what I say. They roll over the wool to make threads.
Spin the wool.
Yes. Before spinning, they will put the wool in between two combs, two very big combs. So they will, actually rub it like this.
Rub it like this.
Like this, and then they will make it a sort of roll it, and then later on they can make it into threads. So my mother is so fast that before we could finish the work, she has another basket full of those things,
So you were always busy as a child.
그래서 다 아무나 가들 부구 임에 내가 없어 가들이네 다 대화도 지요 그래서
와문다 부구가 저 부구를 배신 아주 겨울이나 다 로게 골미 라다는 로는 제모라로 먼저 별이야 짠토에 이제 내가 보죠 조사는 로는 그리고 장 장치요 깨져 장고 좋아요 좋아요 내가 다 추다딘데 아주 조선 그리고 그 소리야 말이야 다 주로고 추적이 세게 깨져지 다 그래 짜고는 이는 안들 내게 주고 이제 그 식장당지 이야가 된 안도 가다 주요 들려서 좋아야 돼 그거 뭐 저도
So we were really busy at the time. Here in India, if the children after the school they have a lot of time to play, But there we never had a chance to play, We had to do something or the other.
Right. Were there some jobs and some work that you were very good at and that you liked, and some things that you didn't like to do at all?
제가 아마 이게 별 수도 당보 내가 카시에서 주문에 진도 이어다 소소 전부 이어서 카시에 진도면 어딘데 US.
진짜 가는데 그 밤에 두고 돌아와 진짜 요즘 미대들 밤에 진짜 교수서 그런 거를 지직 처해서 그거 그거다 꼭 따다 쉬어. 저는 뭔가 되어도 근데 써야 되죠. 아니야. 그거
So we never actually complained, So whatever the parents give us, we have to do that, Otherwise they will beat us.
They would beat us. Who did the beating, mother or father?
Marcy, one thing, just a side note, there's a cultural like a rule, which is that you don't point to the bottom of your feet.
I know, I'm
toward
trying to.
another person
I know.
or towards an altar.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
toward a window or a
Yeah.
door.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I lost where I was.
Who beat her mother?
Who was the disciplinarian in the family? Is that the better way to say it?
So now the 딕수 중에 또 소리했어.
아마 아버지 저 득수 야구 중결다. 미고도 남자나 두바 몽골로 그래. 먼저 발라도 되게 아마데 메포세티 도로 되게. 먼저 보디게 되는 저렇게 저게. 건다 간졌다. 님을 내가 지금 뽑선다. 성중이 싸면 건다 니 딘데 쿠로 와. 마제 딘데로 그래. 다야 처음이 딘데 띠무에 토세 그래. 발라 완전 비요 방요로 안 같은 거 방도를 주시 단 이제 써버려 그래 여기 나서 또 보고 체요 인저 다 야좀 동도 견지만 다야 안 같은 방도 쉬서 방도 쉬세요 다 아니 저 사도야
So my parents were, both the parents were very strict actually, So actually in our house many guests used to come there, So my mother used to sit near the fire, father will sit somewhere there, and we children used to sit somewhere there, So some children, they actually were dozing at that time, So they used to scold at that time,
Wake up.
Yeah, wake up. And then my father would hit her with this one actually. Actually, I should bring that. I'm not found you. Found you then.
더더 대유 방 그거 여 야바 붙이
나.
나는 방징아마 위에 더더 가봐 루요지만 시에야 그러면 시에
나 지금 가서 방 내는 거저 건설로 요마라.
콜로
Actually, to make thread out of the wool, there's a spinning thing, like a top, It's like a
Yes.
top, So you have a flat wheel there,
Yeah.
and in between you have the long handle. So then they use this, thing to make a thread out of the wool, So my father used to say, hit her with that thing, And she's going to search for that thing.
Oh, she's going to look for it.
So I told her if he can show that kind of thing.
Do I turn up?
I can still hear her. She's like dropping stuff in there.
Oh, she has the microphone.
The other guy went to the toilet once.
No, she was
With
searching
the
for-
microphone.
Yeah.
방게 콜로지 뒤잡고 저 똑똑들이 형 데를 도바빈 니 누가 줘야 되지 된다 상 콜로 방도 쉬서 뭐 되지
But show it in the camera.
The parla do stand as teshekete.
알레
Oh, yeah, yeah.
방도
you see it?
콜로 잡지 다 뒤잡고 저 똑똑들이 형 말해 그 뒤가로 도바지는 대고 걸로 신 대군데 교인데 된데서 좀더 방상 독샤가 다시다 콜로스 쉬세요 돼 어디 쉬세요
So actually the wheel of that particular instrument, what do you say? Shall I say? Spinning instrument is like that. Although it is not like this, And in between there will be a hole, where the handle will be there and it will spin, So that so my father used to actually tell somebody to hit with that.
Oh.
So if somebody sleeps, like that.
What kind of a man was your father? Was he very strict, or was he funny, or strong, or brave? What kind of a man?
Pala conditional sepe tambo and shukchambo chica chops out of the
알아 숙성해요 말이 숙도심이요 장에 뒤에 잡고 뭐 아무 돈이 허블요
chapoy.
갖다 두고 땅다 또또 띠짱 alias 직사 강고 아니 내가 고시가고 왔어요 보양 되는
My father is strict and strong, He's not so, what is joyous.
Not joyous.
So he's also very frugal, compared to my mother. My mother used to give food to anyone.
Are we picking up his voice loud enough?
Of course.
Okay. Just asking.
Yeah. No,
It's just that he's so soft.
He's
He's so.
speaking quietly. I agree, but
I just.
everything is on the machine.
Okay,
I'm picking up,
Okay.
the way you move your skirt, I can hear everything. Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's good. Let's see. Where were we now? Your mother had many children. Did you ever help in her delivery of children?
그래서 다 암라라 부망부 제여 봐다. 에네 암라 단다. 암라게 암라 부망부 제여 봐. 에 부제도 로던데 체뉴메스. 케베코스 케요 교뉴메스 거다.
주문
No.
아 되게 충분하다고 제데 나라 삼삼라 나나게 그러더니 다 잣도다 그기다 잡다 휴교면 여기도 한데 근데 지금 아무 그런 식이다 맞아요. 누구께서는 다른 돌아갈 보고께서는 샤드만 사자서는 양성야 랑서도 뒤도발로 속다전 되게 손님 되니 지수만 되게 괜찮아. 지게지만 보도만 되게 아 주저원도 요 말이야. 신기만.
So at that time I was very young, so actually I never helped my mother while she was giving birth to a child, But my mother, she used to do everything by her own self.
She delivered her own children?
Yeah, own children, and as soon as the placenta, what is it, placenta?
The placenta
If
was
that
delivered?
After delivered, she used to get up and then she used to order, do this, and like that. Bring.
Very strong. Your mother was physically very strong.
Amla pe sukutashi pe ago isares.
That 롤바니 오더래 롤도니 되니 될바네.
Amla.
알려.
그지 아무 탕보 있기랬어.
저거 탕고 내가 쌍보 락박 해고 그것 뻔나 저기들이렇게 냠라서 라서 인조 대화 찾아민도 완전 난들라 때다. 그번 인조 갈래 사비요 장당 감문이 강모라 도담는 말 사담을 했다 세죠.
So my mother was really tough, and very, kind, She actually gives, food and drinks to anybody that comes to her house.
What was she saying now with that change of voice?
Like she was saying, if anybody calls her, so that's sort of responding to a call from outside.
And what was the call?
From the guest or something.
What would they say?
They were calling her name, mother's name. That's why how she responds.
Okay, so you just say what she says.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever she says. Then my mother would hear a voice, and they would say whatever her name was. So you're talking in the first person, not the third. Good. And I am confused about. You were born here, yes, in Lago. That's where you're born. When did she move to Phari?
Moved to Phari.
Yeah. Yes.
She was born in Phari, actually.
Oh, in Phari.
Yeah.
The city, the town of Phari.
Yeah.
So, that's the name of the village is in Phari? Phari?
The village is Phari. The Chelhagu de Kazu Kawaya.
사슴도 매일 건도
La.
타리 무지. 무슨 집에 있는데 구시는 걸 미네 가서 돼. 매일.
Kushana dine mele shinga igira.
만도 있는 딱 별에 매일 건강 생겨요. 어디 숨다 기도. 교주직으로 만도 해로네라 균형이 용하나 교주직서로. 한제 교주직으로 네 작사 찍다에 매일 건도.
Taksa chikta mele kansana. Tadine ta ringlu doji amla obse chana longba dine kazu padra and dil pawe ngema chik lap chorwa. Dine
빼야보다 어제 그 인지를 굳이 빼야보다 땅은 왜 우리야 사지 섭지 친구가 그래서 지난 전에 기린도 야 지금 럽기리 로네 그러자요 상ар 버봐 낸다 도죠
nime chik skor gare.
니마 찍을다 거는 경탁게 도죠
So it will take, the Lagu is far away from Phari, so it will take almost one day, full 1 day,
One day.
Yeah.
So she always lived in Lago, or she moved to Phari?
Lagu shushu devras.
해글 된 버리 게임이 망절 레고 그런 우리 초도 많이 못된 레고 그런 게
So till she came to India, she stayed in Lagu.
I see. I thought that she was in Phari for a
And
while.
she was born in Phari,
Oh, she was born in Phari
lived in Lagu.
and lived in Lago. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Okay. And can she tell us, what kind of food did the family eat for breakfast and lunch and supper?
Just amla ningu shogeta ningungda gonda and shala kar chubius.
별라
No.
근데 별라도 봐 그러면 내가 빠 내로 빠다 투버딩 니뭐 빠딩 광다 빠다 투버딩 이야 같은 거 있네요. 심지어 신주여로 그냥 그냥도 뭐 쳐야 되는데 너들 뭐냐 누구는 뭐 지금 조승도 이거 조스 조리는 뭐 사야지 용 부시면 받죠. 조스 어디에서 이야가 받지. 남자 군도다 투버도 빠고 더 샤디도 맞아요.
So most of the time they used to have
We used to.
we used to have park, park. Okay, I'll explain it that later. Park and then tupa. Tupa is like a porridge,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So morning we have that. Even afternoon we used to have that, and in the evening also we used to have park. So and we used to have meat all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of meat?
Meat, mutton.
Mutton. What a surprise. Sheep.
Explain you what is park.
Yeah, what is it?
Park is actually made out of samba,
Oh, yeah.
the dove.
Yeah. Yeah, what samba?
You know, samba it will be put in liquid.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you make a sort of a dough. And then just you can eat like that, with meat or with soup or whatever,
Yeah.
even with tea,
Even with tea. It's
Tea.
kind of rolled up
roll up
like
as
into
well.
a paste.
When I was in school in Dharamsala,
Yeah.
at that time on Sundays we have this Sunday market called where all the foreigners used to sell their things, at that time. So once I saw this pa, they were selling this pa also. So the name of the pa was actually given as energy ball. So actually it really gives us energy. If you take pa, it lasts long.
Good.
Yes.
Good. 3 times a day it must have. And mutton. How did they cook the mutton? How was it prepared?
Luksha khandiru jisugur sedan roj khandisu.
여기서도 이제 다 심지어 양 매송에 양 샤바요. 그런 쿨요. 완전 양 속말이. 제일 없어요 그래요.
Luksha khala khandisugur sedan.
난 완전 근데 섭지 잡는데 저좀 지금 말이 가져고는 매서니 일단 나와서 근데 지금 깜되기로. 완전 뭐 장보러 봐. 차가면 그런 거 뭐예요? 그러니까 게임을 그런 녹지 깜다 속 싸요.
And so much.
저다 그거 그냥 진짜 남창이요나 좀만 장리 남창이 제단 부유승승승승겨 진짜 전화한테 아마 된지 매 또만 사만 성적인데 저 대고 추자자 감라 땅 한대 전데 너무 이지군데 되게 락바 조용 조가 자용
So actually, the sheep were killed by some other guys, so we never used to kill sheep at that time. And then what happens is, actually they were not cooking that mutton. They keep it dry, they dry it up actually,
We dried it.
Actually we dry it, and then after 2 or 3 months, it will be very, what do you say, crispy.
Crispy.
You can just break it like that. You can have it like that,
A dried mutton.
Yeah, and in winter, my mother used to actually make a sausage, and she used to say it will be good for you to keep your, hands warm, also good for your, to fill up.
Oh, nice. Did they have in the summertime? Did you have any vegetables of any kind?
I think I missed that. Actually. In summer, they used to have this with cheese, and they used to have some. I don't know the names. Yarga kari chur ma.
여가 난데 조우성인데 딱 지금 준비요. 조우성인데 지난 접다 준비선데 저 기획이 안 좋이나?
Mother jagal kiyorda.
온다 요 말이. 완전 두유를 도래. 두유를 칭니 되냐? 가르고 넘불로 서비스 되냐?
What kind?
남자 공부. 넘부 서비스 되는데 당 루배 되는데 당 그지다 지가 되는데 시교 시셔 되는데 그저 두유 그 도래. 그다 하는 저 저우당 조시당 제당 되는데 후용. 다 너무 된도 두유네 되고다.
Towel, I don't know.
두시 잡죠.
Tushib.
두십 간데 두십 더 두십도 봐. 어디 잡아서 빡빡
The
호가.
toad that this Agruakasa.
야가 더더 줘라. 줘.
In summer, we used to have actually sort of a tow. It's a sort of a flower, you know, that was actually brought from Bhutan.
A flower.
Yeah, flower.
Uh-huh.
That was actually brought from Bhutan, you know. So they actually, sell this woolen, clothes, to Bhutan, and from there they used to bring this rice and some other things that were not in Tibet. So in that, the tow is sort of a flower,
Flower. And
Yeah.
that was the vegetable they ate?
The flower,
Flower.
that you will
You
make-
grind and make into bread.
Yeah.
Right. But did she have any vegetables?
Said in the Kayar was in
야가 단 러부 되냐 야가 떡기를. 다 되네. 쥐가 되려 되기로 삽지. 삽지 형은 와 삽지 다른 사이가 삽지도. 삽로가 되도 말이야. 삽콜로 되.
Substitute Tabgir, Koranshinki.
우름 신기. 양파만 된도 된대 지금. 요래 도로 삽지 고 두가 동기이나. 쓰지. 아야 가다고 다 줄로 간제서는 콜라 도름 하고 좀서 심어요래. 심으제 딱 동그래 두가 캔네 동그래. 간제서 니 저거 여름 미에 저기 심이 심어요.
What did she say?
So actually, my mother used to, sometimes grow vegetables like radish, at that time in Tibet during summer. And sometimes we used to, go to the hills to collect this another kind of vegetable that is actually, we don't need to actually grow it. It grows like that, naturally. So that was called actually satsu in Tibet. I don't know.
It's okay.
Satsu is actually when you can see it in Dhamsala, but actually, if you just pluck it and hit it, it will hurt you really. You have to scratch a lot and something. So that it's very good for tupa.
Yes.
If you put that vegetable in tupa, it's very tasty.
Nutritious.
So my mother used to say that if you want to have tupa tonight, go and have that thing,
Go
So
get that.
So we are very, really happy to get it because it was really tasty.
Tasty. Was it a thistle plant, do you think?
Nettle.
It's a nettle. That's what I thought. It was a nettle.
Nettle.
And that hurts, yes.
Yeah. My parents actually
Stinging nettles.
used to beat with that, and it really hurts,
She used to beat them when they were bad?
디 kalsa 지금 그냥 밤에 동해를 배제한 걸 했어.
동기.
Yeah.
쇼베 디간제서는 쇼베 당한테 부성들 니 토 섬도 전주 편이나 나자 매로. 땅에 건단 세요로. 건다 비요 저 시부셔로. 아, 대자 랑랑서리. 타와나 저선 저 하고 망부 잡여로. 장선데 생야도. 따랑랑서리. 야데 야도. 따랑랑서리. 야데 야. 아, 간장한테 별 놓고요 봐. 걔는 걔 아이. 안 별 놓고요. 놓고니 또 덥체서 들릭스테이션 말함. 안 별 꾸고요. 말함냐도. 따전에 더러 공대. 국과 공대 그래. 다 하든 삽지요. 삽지죠. 녹적고 렉스쇼. 아, 뭐 재미나. 붙어요.
Translate in the first person.
So actually, in Tibet it was really cold, so we had enough for the supper, so we used to actually kind of sleep like this we don't actually feel like to get up, So my parents used to say, get up, so still he used to, sleep, So then what happens, my parents, actually they will grab us and just pull off that sort of blanket, So actually, at that time in Tibet, most of the people sleep naked, So we are on the floor naked like that, Still, we were not so active like that. So my parents used to use that plant, and so
The natural
it really-
plan.
yeah.
That woke you up, yes. Yes. It seems like, did as a child and a teenager, did you learn how to make things like butter and cheese? Just could you ask?
As a teenager.
Ask her. As a teenager, as a child and teenager, did you know how to make butter and cheese?
And pugu negapsida da ya do changa chudu na lady zamba and amla chike marswe da churaswe den shingi US.
하고
Could she give a description of how to make it so her great grandchildren will know?
How to make butter.
And cheese, so that we can tell her children to come and generations to come.
그래서 다 아마 지금 다 마르다 줄어든 소신기로와 뒤치게 대세 경계에서 지마하게 미럽솔로 신해체도
먼저 만저 주래로 오마시 오마야 저당 티는 오마 곧 높자 저 죽은 문제 쪽길이 좀 높자도는 그요가는 휴질로 예 정말로 거동 샴냐란 게 말이 양 좀 뒤로 쇼요 쇼디 저로 딱 그요가는 키리요셔 그거는 거래 배우러 소이지로 저만간 숨자 루쇼 아니 그 쇼고 쇼만 건다 세주고
At some point.
주어전에 여기 저도 숨어서 캡지 초속 텐서 이제 술격지 띵당 차대
So actually when they after milking the cows, after milking it, then we used to boil the milk, and then at a very luke temperature, where you can just put
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm, where you can just put your finger,
Mm-hmm.
So at that time they will put the ferment. What do you say? That
Ferment.
ferment or something.
Curds.
To make it curd.
The curds.
At the previous curd maybe,
Yeah.
they will put in all the vessel where milk will be there,
Uh-huh.
So then and it was sort of a tradition maybe they used on each, then it will be covered, and on each vessel they will put 3 or 4 feces of sheep. It's
The rennet.
rennet of sheep,
Uh-huh.
3 or 4 rennets on the top of the cow,
Mm-hmm.
In morning when you just open it, it will be a very nice curd,
A nice curd.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that short is just
쇼디 저저 숨어던 쇼디야 랑서 냠자 캡슐 샤그리
저도 숨어도 다 쇼게.
쇼게 저저 고 주버전 여기 뭐 근데 저저 숨어던 쇼팅으로 차대
So
다 저저
when we put that thing, what is it, to old curd to make the curd, so if you put it around 10 o'clock in the morning, around 3 o'clock it will be a very nice curd. Yeah, and it maso.
전에 쇼디 저저 숨어더니 근데 저저 가봐 저 동물을 잡셔 잡 속도 쭉 도로 가지고 가는 샤 상인 토란 쇼디 토란 안 말라 그는 또 야가 야스 남랑나 루쇼 도로 남말라 그는 쇼디게 또 마된 자손의 출에디세 저기를 누구 있는 소수 밀려 저거 있는 가르쳐면 되게 제선 쇼동디게 비도도 주니 루쇼도 남랑 루쇼도
And then around 5 o'clock in the evening they will put this curd in the churner,
Uh-huh.
and then early in the morning
In the churner.
in the
the
churner,
butter churner.
yeah, butter churner,
Uh-huh.
So early in the morning tomorrow before the dusk,
Yeah. Before dawn.
dawn, before the dawn, then we have to finish churning it, because when it is about 6, 7, then we have to go for another work,
Uh-huh.
So we have to churn that butter, make butter and cheese, and then clean everything.
Clean everything. Was it delicious?
Yeah, that Marda should, because Marda should in the Shimbu Shuyarves.
신고요래 아마
Does she have anything like it these days? Anything come close to that taste?
딩상 디도 앞에나 마르다 추라든데 세워나 니마든데 도착돼.
내가 말이 간장 싸고랑 섭주 민도 아니 배우 싸 섭주 친구도 심지어 마한테 녹되니 셨다 대열에 추라는 완전 배를 추라서 안돼 어제 저선 큰문 뭐야지도 와. 네 배열이는 저거에 엄마 쉐 하게 장부부로 꼬아불 루셔지. 꼬아불 루셔. 꼬아 장부로 당셔서. 딱 장부여로 강부 장부.
我们学这，
我们学
过这过南路，
过南路，路是카긴 쳐서 뒤에 방고 잡 뒤에 지 칼사 지에 저걸 다 쳐서 꼬불 당서서 추불 당셔. 장부샤야 쳐도. 다 전에 저도 저 샤서는 주 제가 저 샤서 엄마 저 랭제 다 매빠 서서 당 상부로 엄마 그제 루. 대야 매래야 땅 매당서 루 저기 차 사지 엄마까지 조단 담보였는데 뭐가 되게 야도. 항상 너무 불러오지. 루 쪼지. 마도 이제 딱 되게 정도 되고. 앞에 된 소리요.
마르템바디 쇼기 가는 말.
쇼 말이 뒤 오늘 말. 쇼 말이도 서울도 만도 호불아니야 중국이.
디 단다디 엄마든 저 거기 고아나루 거기 추나나 장다제 장다제가 차고 차요.
장게 그러 도리도 저 나고 쭈마도 그래서 야때 속여. 기간자 많이 비야 不用呀. 마 전부 용야. 어디 속. 다양 그 장모 그러나 야마 중국 말이 양초 용서도 없상 친구들 기부루. 루서 된 서로 샤는 동무부 동무숨이 연애라도 시연애라도 서로 빠 떠진대요.
그렇잖아요.
그 당산. 서로라 샤서 서로 찍봐. 직경 루그리. 루그리에 미봉시 치중다. 마도 치중 마 오만룩다 찍고 직경 루니. 조금 강한 체는 맞는 마체. 거리는 숙체 투버이네 맛이 양소소소 말도 그러니
미 숙체를 말이야 숙체를
어머 축구 죽나 마데 카쇼 매버제 띵보를 띵루야 오겹잖아 된 엄마한테 찍고 줘요 양 아무도 들어봐 त्यां좀 님저냐 마충 ting저 가져서 슉 전부 줘도 뭐도 보기 나와라 보기도 보기 카쇼 잘라 지요로.
So actually, here the butter and cheese are not tasty as we had in Tibet. In Tibet, I think it's naturally it was really nutritious. Nutritious. But there, actually when first the milk, actually it is put in a sort of a bag made out of leather, and then it was tied. Then they will keep it in the river,
For cooling.
For cooling. After cooling, then again they will bring home and boil it, and then with the help of a jug, they will put it in a churner.
Yes.
In many churners will be around the milk, and then they will put exactly same number of milk, in the churner.
Yes.
And those who are strong enough, they will get better. A maximum butter out of it.
Wow, a lot of work.
Yeah,
Tell her I said that was a lot.
내가 망고 sugar 왔다.
내가 더 동나래. 그냥 심어요다.
Yeah, it's very tasty also.
레사 되발라
Despite having a
이제는
lot of work.
그 내가 좀 말해.
So nobody actually, care about the work,
No. It sounds like there was no problem with food. There was always enough food.
그래서 내가 간다 사회 통일을 강에 가서 말했어요.
사야 동데 겼다. 심지어 그래 쇼로 남대 장보러 봐. 이해가 되게 완전 조상 이해가 됐다. 완전 별이나 다저 동체 때에 푸텐 캬과 캬팅 돼요. 자 저하고는 글로서 초 쇼기도. 시 동체 때도 빵뭐 쇼인 돼요. 캬과 캬링 돼요. 다만 이놈으로 되나 양 추요래 나가요래 스미기요. 아 제가 잘하는데 저는 라도 그 랑이 싫어지. 레스게 쇼.
근데 갈라스 사회 통일을 강에 말하다.
사야 동에를 치 너도 겸이 맞잖니. 얘만 충분히도 밤은 강에 쉬어 충분히. 저도 망부지 거야 롱서도 미래가 나래를 지어로 와. 때 파만 돌때 저 김문도 초서 김문고 초니 어디다 문제 도지 나사 독자면서 다 알아 도고 가 samsam 직관 매배서도 저기는 gem이 다서.
So we had enough people working in our family, so we didn't really have problem with eating food or with food or something like that. And actually when our parents, when they have now enough to eat or they relax or something, so then the Chinese started pouring in, so they didn't actually have much time to enjoy
the fruits of their labor.
Yeah, but the weather actually was very cold at that time.
At the time of what?
At that time, even though we had enough food, the weather was very cold. So if you look at like this, you can, on the hills, you can see the ice, and if you go nearby, you can see some sounds of dripping, melting, but generally it was really cold at that time. Yeah. And when it starts raining, even the sheep, they will shiver,
Yeah, they're so cold. Was her house, can she please describe her house? Did it stand alone or was it with other houses?
I'm not getting the shot or what the the Koran Karjan, the Mizan and
Nobody Karjan. Karjan.
They were stand alone.
Alone. Can she describe the inside of the house?
And Nangi Nanglo Chick to Sares.
Nanglo the Desha Tantide, then on the face on the Lukubusunda, then Galo Japan, the Junior money. That then go to Keys or Talatana, Turkey, Meditum, Gurgoja house, Marile, then go to Gior. Here Ravata thing. Ravata thing.
Joa.
It's all maybe. Then I go to Kubzuga ten. The yak party de nature to Budesa. Borg on the desata, the anti-Leguneta, Zutu up to the ta, to the subs of the ta, to the dance, tigam, ya, rape about to the yak, to the concert, loop up to the troy or something.
And Palayoma.
Palayoma, another lumber palamio.
So in our house we never had a bed like this,
No.
So we used to put the skin of yak or sheep or like that, to sleep around. In between there will be a fire, sort of
In the middle?
in the middle,
Uh-huh.
in the middle there will be a fire, and it will be, actually carefully done so that it may not scatter here and
Yes. What were the walls made of the house?
there. 창문도 가렸어요, 샤브레스. 강백이 창문.
도다 딱바구나 그래도 강바도 짱도도 토알간도 자갈이는 시미디 겸니 미 RCC 저 되고 이게 말이야. 시미디를 야 추당도 안도 배에 딱바장래. 딱바는 티고다 참 낙보도 그래 저겨서나 밤에 전부 겨울 더 간다. tik자지 티고에서 추디자 사지. 부고 자자실 등지. 세가다냐 그 볼리 추주도 그러다. 세가 가봐도 미들라 강배 작자지 쓰기래. 꼭 세가 가봐도 작자지 그래. 티고 찍세요.
So actually it was made out of stones and muds,
And mud.
So, but it looks very strong, And then sometimes when we see one or two drops of, rains coming in, our parents used to say, go up and just see wherever there is scars.
Yes.
Something like that, and on that scars we have to just do it.
Stamp down. Was it one-story house? One.
강바 통자 찍래 통자 이.
강바 통자 찍나래.
It's only one story.
Only one story. And how many rooms in the house?
가주 나나야 커미도 가주.
그미 허저 지 고마 탑산디네 마누 첨베는 허저를 커미니. 탑산디는 뒤보들 치는 커미지기.
강미 숨도.
커미시지.
Four rooms.
4 rooms. What were they?
Two nearby the kitchen. One away from the kitchen.
So 2
one
kitchen.
Is for two nearby the kitchen.
Kitchen.
One is for the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And one is very far away from the kitchen actually.
And where did they sleep?
amla chenzo simsa khawa simgyorsani.
다 딘데 리마기도와 부성데 미 밤에 미 리마기도와 로베기 리마기도와 녀데.
Rimachila.
리마기 녀데. 먼저 연 딘데 저저.
Rimachila kandisiniyago.
리마기 댄딩 먹어서 리마 그거 리마 떠니. 리마 강바 장쇼지. 야가 나갈람 샤요로 내 부셔 매라. 야가 야 성나강 비버동. 비버동도 때 리마 강바 장리 샤다 그게 리마. 강바 장리 샤. 다 보고 리마 기를 냐쇼. 댄딩 먹어체 냥골랩도 때 로고 미리 로고래 때 냐쇼시래 자가 내 방데.
I just want to know, what is the species of that sheep called? The golden sheep?
For
Rennet.
for yogurt?
No, the feces, it's just feces.
No.
This Tibet word, I don't know.
We call it Rima.
Okay.
Yeah. Rima is actually, so during summer, they used to, gather a lot of sheep feces,
Right?
Dry.
Dung is cattle.
Dung is usually used for cow dung.
Cow
or,
dung.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway, but the sheep species will be in pieces,
Yes.
So they collect a lot of those things and put it in a room,
Uh-huh.
So my parents actually, so the children used to sleep on those actually.
On those things.
Yeah, with a little bit of pillow.
Were they warm? Is that why?
The tobu unit
좋고요.
Yeah, it is
Very
it was very
insulation.
warm. Yeah, sort of insulation.
What were the floors made of? What were the floors made of in the house?
샬라든지 가르쳐 샬라스.
거기 샤라.
다 강배 샬라든지 가르.
강고 샤라 뭐
사라라.
싸고라.
It's there's no floor. It's just a
Dirt.
ground.
Dirt, the ground, right. You know, with so many children obviously get sick and some die. What were the common illnesses that children had, and did they have any treatment that they used? Medicinal things.
저 부구 망보지 즉 시기열 와다 나 사전지 망체기 나자로지 가리나스 지.
거긴 나서
콘졸라디 미세멘주 열었어.
그걸 별라. 별 보고 나서 가면 또 간주 시행하는 건도 충분히 다 가시니 겐니 다와직자 된 매창이 가시니 거기에 보면 청주장에
그때는 다와지 매창 나자든 미세가 하고.
나자다 미세가 별 고보고기는 엄지체니 매 당다체니 매 사산매 처음에 봐 약자사 스벤 사탁주서 기가 조도시기 아니에요.
So there was no actual doctors nearby, so even if you suffer from cold, parents will say eat a lot of pak and chilies.
And chilies.
Yeah, the energy ball pak.
The pak.
Pak and chilies, that will make
And that
you
was
feel.
it.
Yeah.
And that was
So
it.
that will actually cure it,
And
so-
what? Anything else? I'm sorry.
So actually there was no doctor and we didn't know about this disease.
Was she when she was older? Did many of her siblings die when she was a girl? Not the miscarriages, but did any of her other children, brothers and sisters, die when she was a girl?
Just
I lost track.
it was mentioned.
I think she did.
One older sister died at about 20.
She's the oldest sister.
One sister died at 20.
At 20, okay. That was it, okay. Then maybe we'll go on to something. What about in your village? How many other houses were there where you lived? In her village?
아마게다 대 슈사텔라 친다 메장든 가지지어스.
숨도 질매 꽤 부대서 무슨
So there were
Yeah,
around
no,
3 families far away,
Really?
Where you can
Far
just-
away.
Yeah, far away you can have to call aloud.
So they were very
Just
isolated.
enough to hear,
Oh, just enough to hear, okay. And what did the family do for spiritual or religious practices?
And the tajik nanganala mise chugi tandala mise karkar chigers. Tajik chu dan the legal.
슈 된다로 딘데 소소 샤데 로직 적이네 다원님 숨네 적이네 야 먼저 기억되는 공부치 되니까
So if we have any pujas to do. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Because he's taping.
So if we have any pujas, and then we can call There's a monastery behind us, we can call monks from there to do the pujas.
Okay. Good spot. Be a good spot. Good time. When you got to be a teenager, what did you want to do when you grew up? Did you have any dreams or plans for what you would do when you were a mother or a woman, a grown-up woman?
그래서 아마 다 김이 쇼마도 차도 많이 수수기 생각나나 믹스에 지가 디치 삼삼다 근데 지게 미유도 지가 US
다 먼저 지금 정가 템도 신거 내가 지리 전에 신거 있겠네 내가 자디 지리 전에 마지린 잠바 쇼기에 성산 전에 가는 내가 뒤뒤 위
가르치면 말았어
스메나 땅하지 제마쇼 제면 송선신의 균쟁이면 가르쳐서 다 소소 때에 연구여 봐. 현배직 단 로종자 제직 다른 것도 반에 직 야증은 버리는다 직 그래야 돼 된도는 소소 또다당 직 대신부 총종자 제유는 무슨 럽시에서 매로 아 lungu 그래 보고 그런 거라 좀 되어 봐. 은 시자 섬동서 가 로종시사님의 단단도를 미망백에 저저 하년 소니 지지 중나 그냥 소소소 단단지 용거로 그 lungu 그래 볼 때 인주전에 내가 그래 그 직산을 직마다 코산을 코마다래게 나라다 되지만 봐. 아니 현배내도 가면
So since there was no school or nothing to do, except the work, so she didn't have any dream or something like that, She was actually worried about how she could finish her work or something like that, So it's actually at that time she was very hard working woman, so she always feels that she could actually go with anyone as far as working is concerned.
Did she want to get married and have a family?
Any chance to do chance at Gamda, any Mizan Simgo Sama some in the US.
지지전은 간 더가이 거는 용미.
At that time I was really not bothered about that.
Not bothered about it. And when did she leave her family, or did they all leave Tibet together? Did she get married in Tibet?
I'm not Chungsa Purl
야갈.
I married here in India.
Oh, you married here in India. So how old was she when she left Tibet?
Any Purl Machodo and I'm like I was around 26 years old.
26, I see. And did the Chinese come into your area before you escaped from Tibet?
And Purl Chodo Majapone Amla Longbotil Camillipses.
너무
Amla
개미
Longbola.
응. 개미 용기 개미 완전 농부들 가져서 개미 루다 야딘도 망부 다도 아무것도 잡던데. 완전 농부들 자가 야구리. 수세네 그런 세네 생근데 직접 튕기는 요 말이. 그 미간에 대해는 가지 루 정루 송도 된데 야 아버게 뱅고도 그러던데 요래. 장배야 갸르고스. 어딘데 그 큐큐 때문에 빵연도가 냥신 흉은 만다로 셨어. 근데 또 유켜도 완전 농부들 짱나로 보시고요.
So actually in our village we have good pastures, natural pastures.
Yes.
So before we left Tibet, many Chinese came there with the yaks and sheep, and after some time it really looked something like different than before.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did the Chinese get the yaks and sheep from?
Konsulani looked 야든지 가네라.
장면 전도 다 용어다. 장배 정루 된데 라디오 개교 육수국교 근데요. 정루.
I think they got it from north, because the sheep have this sort of horn, and the yak was different with this slight hair on like this,
Ah, so they brought them down to graze in her farmland, in her pasture land.
Pasture land,
Ah, were they allowed to do that?
이 제주거래서 나 건설 된데 제주거래서 강호를 제말해서 건설한테
진짜도 감고 중에 가요 재미고란 편집은 직사인주전 만나도 lungu를 메산이 숨질면 가 제하고 그 탑시하고 매봐 건도 가봐 되네 건도 고시래 건도도 우지게
So nobody stopped them actually. We were only 2 or 3 families there in the
You
village.
couldn't stop. You know, that was a question. In Tibet, in where you lived, were people assigned different pasture lands, or could you go wherever you could take your flock or your sheep?
Generally.
In generally, yes.
제가 별에다 먼저 바주다 야다 된저 짜가 여러 왔다 짜사사. 된저 믹스에 고색 겸니 샤야래 가와 땅내 디기어스.
지저 당가서는 요리. 집에 사 지저 당가서 개만 되려. 지저 세기 집에 자. 어디 수세세리. 두바야로만 놓고서 수중중서.但양 차중에 지어라 봐. 디 누구로 럭서선 담자래. 담자가 땅 소문. 개미운이 땅 말이 메산지 니래 미니 개미운이 땅 말이. 하지선 이만도 누구 지디잖아. 럭서 있어. 땡장 중에.
차 중에 된저.
차 중에 가지고.
차 중에 된저로 소소리 신가 예베나 이나 땅 말했어.
차 중에 된저 다 신경을 신거도 신거래야 돼. 짜사야 저러 짜사야지. 혼자 차 중에 된저라 링자 고시경 디그리. 중고시경 돼요. 기강을 개미용네 뚫어서 뚫어고 생겨 신세면 개미게요 생모 뚫어서 주동도 생 정말 냉면 좀
Actually, at that time there was this, pasture land which everybody can use, But the taxpayers, if they have sort of a land,
Yes.
to graze their, animals,
Yes.
cattle, So in that, people are not allowed, and other peoples are not allowed to.
They would be the rich taxpayers.
초고선이 당안도 그냥 진짜 개바든데 와 이제는 사디 건줄세 차디 안도 고도가 예매 배우로서 딘주전은 안도 도당 사도도 제여로 뒤소서 루유주전이 루루고 지지 기타리 무저도 말와 따자자 그렇게 나 누구 지기 왜 버지어라 봐 어디 장전도 그래 고간 도가 동바체 된 그벌에 건다 굴주다 티교다 hin데 먹어라 봐 장전도 그래 다 누구 지기 어머 되게 진짜 예고 당안도 내내 농차위 맞아 뭐 삼배 남편 대바 당 다하자 최 남편 대바 되게 걔는 뭐 누구 지나 때 남들 창게 열어 봐 제교팀에 볼래 누샤 교통팀에 볼래 누샤 되는 제기 볼래 그 라발에 그 집에 적을 어디기 녀고를 시그리 새 녀고
나디 차 중에 든주다 차 중에 든주 아마 든주 미 게르치기 월요래 가라다
뭐 완전 란도 와래 나도 뭐 아바 건도 란도 와래 나 아무 건도 란도 와 말이 이니
디 건조 신다든지 와다니 신다
딱 건조 신다시니 다 사제딩 아무네 망배 신도 슈슈를 란도 생각을 라도
나도
란도 생각
또 건조 원 내가 지금
다 건조 와라 완전 뭐 건조 란도 와래도
또 건조기 슝리야 체계고
다 중자 가자고 장도 올라 안도 땅이 헬 꾸비요 다 댄스 데모 서저 안도 신거대 지금 작아서서 또 저기 뭐 올라 돼지 깨우로 올라 요리 니만 나오는 샤제 교우로
So actually, we were under some landlords or some rich people, so they have this land given by the government and they have to pay tax. So we have to actually work for these landlords at that time. And then these, there actually we can graze, in their lands we can graze sheep, and we usually, send other sheep to the hills, but the sheep with having babies and all that, they were actually kept nearer to us, So we were actually able to keep them nearby.
Okay. Aside from seeing the Chinese in the grazing the animals, did they come into your village, or did you see any of them up close?
그래서 먼저 재미든지 아무라든지 농벌레체 선제든지 다 저와대라.
뭐래
저 아니 먼저 저기 아무라 진짜 잘 저기 레체 믹스에 니즈든지 간 총수에.
만들 가 진짜 세기민도 호랑저름이 장단선한테 안도 배우성들 님저 농부보라 리뷰체 리뷰보라 레체 데레도 건좀이 안쪽으로 제서들 그야니 강도 잡샤 직당 개박으로 먹지요 다리 타셔 건다 사는 손님이 양 고로 하얀다 기업도 죽제지 미 제디서 저는 천장서서 사당지도 그래 차는 거
믹스에 제가 간죠.
먼저 간진이 좀 중마서 먼저 저 장마성이 있는데 먼저 장마성이 뭐 건도 지절 돼요 봐 안도 저 이마요 말
So actually we were not close to each other because they were staying in some other grazing land where everybody can stay there, you know.
I see.
So they didn't actually came to
To the village.
to the village actually. You know.
Well, when did you learn that the Chinese had invaded Tibet?
In the Tibetans and you mean Lhasa?
To ask her,
Lhasa.
yes, thank you. In Lhasa, I guess, thank you.
Just that the Kadu courses, that per sure was sage or what per sure was citizen, but Lhasa should do. Lhasa should we need to the Kadu courses.
그 중간에 배 근데 장난치 자갈치기랑 배세서 안 치기랑 배세 나와 찍도 치는 좀 안도 있죠. 다 근데 뭐
Kadu core, that
뭐
per sure was the Kadu courses.
회쇼르베 생긴데 단 회쇼르기 쇼르게 배시 뭐좀 감게되는 쇼르게 배시 저좀 마죠 배시도 개미 저 배시도 직직 됐어. 다 뒤쇼르라 뒤는 뭐좀 감게되는 다도 개미 직송 다도 개미 직송세 개망도 경과되는 다 이거 소리 감소 다 뭐지 세션지 소리 감소 경과되는 망불로기 당가 좀 하고 세디자는 되는 군디식이랑 배서랑 안들로 엄정 직 고대인들은 나와지게 군디식이랑 나와직의 칭이나 나도 양 라라다지 그래 보고 직도 망보chen 뒤도 뭐죠 간서 보고 개발을 군이 맞아 요샤니 먼저 단다 무슨 한도 다 안다 거중은 손도 야진들 충충충주래 로 주다 되는데 근데 맨파만 전도 보고 로딜 깨도 기기우로 chen 길 나와 좀 기분이 깨요로 아 컨트롤 지내면 다 지내 깨면도 로직 세레로 뭐에 니베 생군이 다 바지 기기우다고 봐 세상 상당나 거꾸로 다 강의 다 하고 예
Actually, we heard about Chinese problems of Chinese around 1957, 80 people were actually telling that now, I think now the doomsday is very near for Tibet or something like that. And then actually I heard about the invasion of Lhasa in 1959 and I heard that His Holiness the Dalai Lama has fled Tibet. And after that, after 1 month or so, we started leaving Tibet. So at that time we had a lot of hard time because we had a lot of children with us, young children. So my parents gave birth to children every year, just like dogs, every 6 months or so, So we had a lot of, young children to carry. We cannot leave them behind. So we had tough time. Yeah.
So the Chinese according to history, the Chinese came to Lhasa in 1951, right? So that means there were maybe 6 years where the Chinese were in the country, but you hadn't heard about it. Is that the case?
She hadn't heard about it.
Had no information that the Chinese were in Lhasa until 1956 or 57. Is that?
And she was telling that actually they heard about this problem of Chinese in around 1957 or 58 people. Just that 한주 로규도 체에나 하살이야 재미 조례데 지로 지금 경합 중 아지수로 저로레스 이는 아마 저기 학교에디 경합 중 나도 없던데 아마도 학교에 말했어.
되게 상관도 구구로진 정세로 가려 거래.
So we were in very
주부터야
remote
미와.
place, So at that time we were actually young children, So we could not actually came to know about it.
So what made the family decide to leave, and how did you leave with all the children?
제가다 타메 기타 쳔페 쳔도로 용해게 탁주도 지 컨디션에 엔 컨디션 용레스 다든데 부고 먹거든요.
부고 가시
말 당보다 지 컨디션 탁주도 지 컨디션마다 네 쳔도 이제 가르친 다 쳔도로 용으래. 지 부고든데 먹고요 다 컨디션 용레스.
다 겸이 전주자니데 군디 마쇼는 당안 좋다. 전 데를 말했어. 대티가는 간주 빨라디 겸이 세줄 치도요. 겸이 세줄 도베스. 세줄 도베스. 당은 롭소다지를 도고요. 도베스 디셰기도. 태모지 코란도 양 안주 가면 좀 팀이라. 계시 셴다 다리 감이 오는데 서가지고 직진이요. 인도면서 셴 다리. 다 태모니 다리. 다 태모 숨에도 이면서 매로. 나 도로 봐. 다고 다 뭐도 샤로.
Actually, at that time, somehow my father escaped twice from the Chinese. Actually he was summoned for the meeting. The brainwashing sort of thing maybe at that
In
time.
the village?
Yeah, in the village, and for first and second time he was actually by giving some excuse. He was actually left behind. But then soon they thought that they might the Chinese might capture my father, or he might be summoned by the Chinese.
Right.
So before that time they left Tibet.
Who left with them? Who was in the party that escaped?
That is chodo to the Susunyam the US.
최다도 발라체 마통한데체 안가도 보고 되요. 주요. 주고지. 그냥 안들 롱베 근데 안다 아시안 된들도 아시안 된들 하자 퇴들어야 최종에서 나요. 뭐 된들이 빵고 잡더니 가셔야죠.
이상 가죠.
내가 가서 주는데.
So at that time we were
만도 한
five
로데버로
families.
기타리.
From my house, 2 parents and 6 children.
And how did they take animals to carry supplies or go by the
저도 용도 간데스 용하다 지금 칼라든 저 심지에 가는 게니 용와 간데스 저 용다는
야 주시 될라 케 보루로 되래 냥고샤 뭐와래 냥고샤 부고 끼를 수조딩 부고 감정적 다베 당 랄강도 그래저니 부드러머지 어디게 단 로통에 거 나당 국버
부고 드라마 된 건데 야게 간데체래
야 퇴라 야 가요로와 가간
야 두심바나다 디야게 개버와 두세 델 차라게
다 기도로 가 너루직단 치루직 간이 요로와 기디 냥냥 요로와 냥냥디 볼을 때디 쭉쭉 냥고 퇴도로 직주 마도로 냥고 좀 맞으면 보리로와 또도베니 띠 기도 보고 감정 잡 띠 양윤이 저 타고에 담 된 세지 독시 아주 세바 중에 나가 샤팅 잘용 그거를 뭘로 되더니 니마 남서다 쉬 딩자질로 넣었어
니마 찍고래
니마 세지가 안고 루당 퍼주당 이야 깡가 다셔다 그 두이세다 당 점이세는 당병으로 다 갈려 좀 촌촌하서
그 종으로다 슬래셔
단 좀난 게라 루직레 잠바 태강 제태강 빠바지레 제태강 야지레 곰숨 곰아 다 제다 당셔 야주시게 제다 당
잡샤라
된또 보고래 다 마통어디 다 있는 소소 심배제 드라고 칸엔 타르소스 다 심배제 제다 당이 대수사고는 수사문이 근저 케이모스 당셔.
So actually when we left Tibet, it was in the evening at night, So we were around, actually we took all the cattle. At that time we had 14 yaks, and we put all the things on the back of the yak, and those who cannot walk, the small children, they were put on the yak's saddle, and then tied, So throughout the night we traveled, and we reached the border of Bhutan. Yeah. So it is very near to that,
Yeah.
And then there we thought of selling those yaks and things, but the Bhutanese are paying very less. So my parents left the yak and everything on the hill. Yeah.
And left.
They left
And carried the
babies.
families?
Yeah.
Where did they go to?
Dine the yak and the some you tsarwa.
他有差的，
Dine ka che.
他天天真都不见着，人家中国天都也没看到要个菜蔬，也的也知道，但也个搞路他也体检要的，也个搞电体检要的，猪猪体检要的，家拉体检要，可能后面的吧，俺中国天的时候，啊，家个草要，啊喂，吃着，多嘛年，南部当中国天都入就你入的，啊，来些面，俺这路多，当我呢人家的什。 中国米，中国这个这，我们就种的了，俺种的了，叫都吃了，也的也吃了就。但天天搞了他身边个，家了提前当开张，怕叫老面回来这，马这上这些，可能跳马上。他有你肯定是有的，刚才就吃了。老面回来这就讲，老面回来他们就看，小去了，他看到俺是啥，前年这年的。 不忙不提个多是啥？等于老子婆就这我是啥？家老子的草就偏不要的是啥？草别草要草进弄木什么的老说，马上不看了，老子路边去啊是啥？草从就嘛的是啥？俺都跟着头去木什么的，俺都到几个地，草了都干了很久，地也没쉽게么就，老子不塞。
So after yaks and sheep were actually left on the hills there, and then things like the what do you say, made out of skin, you know, the jackets made out of skin. So there are many things they brought from Tibet, you know. So they were actually very heavy too, and we brought all the way from Tibet, you know. And the Bhutanese, they told us, if you go to India, it will be very hot, and then these things will be, and actually, you know, it will be useless for you people, you know. So we decided to sell some of them, and some of them we gave it to some other Bhutanese, you know. And then one of the Bhutanese, you know, who actually took care of them, you know, he actually gave them some. We call it lazi. I don't know what in English it is called. Lazi is it's actually the fat of an animal, you know.
Lard.
Maybe, yeah. When we take that, you know, even if snake's own bite, it won't come nearer to it, you know, if you have that fat nearby you.
Oh.
So he gave us some fats like that, and he advised us to, when you reach Masamari, Indian place, you know, where we actually stayed for 1 month or so, and he told us to take it, you know. Every one of us should take a little bit of it. So actually, even it was really hot there, you know. Nobody of us got sick there.
Oh, good. How did you feel about leaving your country, Tibet, and did you think you would ever go back?
Just that you shan country so that young Katuni Pato, Perlona, lawyer, and some good days.
他叫人就故事把东西学要当俺都俺这里头都路叫人是吧？但三家公过这么点，都俺这拿工作他啥的他。
So as long as His Holiness the Dalai Lama lives, you know, we have high hopes going back to
To go
Tibet.
back there. But when you were leaving your farm, what was the feeling of your parents? Were they sad? Were they worried? And what was your feeling when you were leaving behind your home?
Just that's so Pernia now you should and Pamato Chikonando, Chita Amala Kiran and Mixegi, Jonando, then the chores.
我到刚才嘛说，当年妈的真的是，他因为给不过有肉的，可天穿肉是，我挺写。
So actually, I didn't feel much about leaving the place at that time. But my mother was saying, "Oh, now I have to leave this place."
The mother was saying what?
My mother was saying actually, "Oh, now we have to leave this place." Or something.
And mother was sad?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Your mother was sad about
Yeah.
leaving
I'm
the
a
place.
아무들 마동들 전화 줬어.
Yeah, my mother actually was
다른
very
뭐
sad
근데
at that
뭐
time.
What did the family think was going to happen? What were they going to do when they left? what did they imagine was going to happen to them in India?
제자다 초돌 존 칸드르지 용거를 삼치 수수 센터나 가르
타을 당부 주도리 자가 lumbo lobla 두유 lumbo 호나라라 깔려 걔라
맞다 수수 삼주나라
저다 섬도나 다도 lumbo 그래지 럽기네 som산 된게 걔라 다 소주 lumbo 혼 당대 잡지와 리루 가와테네다 긍리 요레 mam보르가 돈보요 또 신나 오는데 동교 견님해 봐 야데니 돈도 마데 공주에게 다들 lumbo 그래지 럽 시도요 som산 된게 근데 무슨 말을 럽기잖아 사와도 미리가 시순 무슨 했더니 밑에 시순 나도 좀 나리게다 아직도 데비드 미 강의는 미 한에서 보고 줘요 좋은 산다 하다 돼 싫어 맞아 당한 마디 통수만 마시네 지금 그냥 고버시
So at that time actually when we left Tibet and actually we were wondering where we could land because in Tibet we have it's all ground what do you say plain grasslands and it was not covered by thick forest or something like that. So when we reached actually Bhutan it was really covered by thick forest, so we were wondering where we could have landed in future so when we reached Masumari it was really hot, many people died there. So luckily nothing happened to all of us except my mother died in 1986. When at the age of 85, So everybody is alive now.
Right. Did her mother and father come out with the family or come out with another group of people?
We were all together.
Oh, her mother and father were in the group too. I'm sorry. I meant her mother's mother. I was. That's okay. All right, I get it. And so after Bhutan, where did they go?
After Bhutan, they went to Masumari.
And then for how long?
The Masumari la kazut shuras.
We
stayed there for 1 month.
1 month, and then next.
Similar, Lamsotans.
And then we went to Simla and we worked there as a road crew.
A road crew.
Yeah.
What happened to the children? They were too young to work on the road. So what happened to them?
근데 건도 보고 정도 정도 부지다 범죄 군류야 시에서 다른 살 슈구라 팅 군류 다 반은 시절이어서 마도나 아주 시절处理 로니 손 제리 칭이 된 소소 보고 소소 파면서 로당도 지금 뭐도 만도 람서 시리야 시에서
So when we actually went to work to Simla as a road crew, one of my sisters and brothers, they were actually taken to Dharamsala by the Tibetan government. And then later when we came to Balakupe, actually then they were allowed to rejoin the family.
And did the children, they go to school here in Balakupe?
Yeah, they went to school
here. So when you came to Balakupe, how old were you about?
Balakupe lady amla lo khazu suinas service.
No, Balakupe loved you then lo ni sabni.
I was around 27 years age.
Was she married? Had she married yet, or did she get married later?
Amla chance captured where at that time she was spinster, not married.
And how did she meet her husband?
And my parents arranged.
And then you got married and had how many children? 5, 6 children?
And chance again, 6 children.
6 children. Are they here?
Here I have 2 children. One is at Kolika, and another Tibetan settlement. It's around 4 hours journey by bus from here.
And so now you live here with your husband and anyone else?
That day, I'm like Choekyi and Shinda Susuyus.
보고 개맞지. 띵 보면 지기.
Can you
나 이제들 뒤 오면 돼 꼴레가리.
부 genshö다 보모 수요래 부 genshö다
전쇼지 개모지다 로시주 가져 지금 따오래.
부 genshö다 수요래
뒤나한테 꼴레가 보면 돼. 꼴레가 지금 전에는 그냥 보면 양서로 숨주서 심겨야 도지도 아마 맵대. 근데 사장 관도 부비용 보고 된대지.
아마라 저랑 보고 갈때 지금 시험 말아
지글미
so here actually she is with her eldest son.
Ah, her eldest son. Okay. This was a very, very nice interview. Thank you very much for your time.
제가 아무라게 된데 투주 당와데 가서데 티베트는 저한테 빼면서게 아니 한달 건조 배가고 좀 투지 chores.
And tell her that I think the Dalai Lama will, His Holiness the Dalai Lama would be very, very proud that she shared her childhood experiences with us.
제가 대표는 달라이 라마게 군둥이 대표는 아무라랑 그때 냠용송 어디 아니 근데 시베나 배 아니 teachers 간다 니볼랑 그랬어.
Because now we can pass them on to her grandchildren.
근데 간다 디게디 제라 수수기다 수수 부고다 수수기 미럽 사와들이야 다테레스.
Okay, great. So we're going to sign the release now. I want to make sure you, maybe you've already told this to her, but have you told her about this part? Just generally that we're going to use it for these things.
I'll tell it again.
She wants to talk about anything else?
Yeah, I will ask that too. I'm so sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot two things. First of all, does anybody else have any questions for her? No. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us that we forgot to ask you about?
그래서 당 원주기 한 계절날 마티브체 와 근데 지금 아무라게 하와는데 총수스네.
수만다면 캐나다를 된 저낭나니 정에 하고는 뒤에 이제 슈 캐나다를 돌 맞으면 나도 대여는 정말와 마음도 좀 매겨네.
So I'm uneducated, so if you ask any question, I would have answered otherwise.
Can I ask, given that she had to leave her home because of the Chinese invasion, what feelings does she have about the Chinese now?
단다 아무나 장서 개미기 강이야 섬주도 가리스.
개미도 간다 섬주 간 중에 뭐중에 탐제 개 먹고 싶어도 쇼니 메라 코란 땅데 마림도 코란체 그런 게 군조 매걸 해서 메라도 기브로지 용이야 용이나 섬산 텐데 ten데 ten야가 좋은거 와 뭐지 푸르야 저거 하민도가.
So I wonder whether Chinese will be happy at all. Will ever be happy, because they are actually telling a lot of unwanted things to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So
They are doing what?
They are telling a lot of unwanted things to His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Unwanted things?
Yeah. Yes, they are actually, criticizing him a lot, in that way.
So criticizing.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So I wonder whether they will be happy ever.
Okay. And last I want to ask, what advice would she like to give or tell the next generation of Tibetan children? Does she have any advice or suggestions about how they should live their lives?
제가 타마데다 디티와디 상말 구구여래와 암라. 타마데 아니 마오베 선자다 미랍 사와졸라 암라기 랍자 디캠나 디 삼삼지 데데 랍자 지웨.
그렇지. 민겨름지기 같은 쇼도니 또 미토 겨름지게 돌아요는 안 좋아. 다 뒤섬도 뒤도 열어. 수세 시월에 미미 저지 시험이나 그 미규직 중시행직 중잖아. 또 간체는 망란 들어다 통계체리다 고제체리 중나 또 간단히 랑가지다 그 상무직 시기로 통계 퇴계 명예군에 내만 안주 배우는 뭐 근데 동이 전에 농부 중중 이제서 뭐 근데 된 군이 농부 군계 또 그거 중중 이제는 통계다 된 퇴계된 중중으로 지지월 다 써서 얘기하면 겨울은 조금 더더시 고제도 친구 여러다 다 통계 친구 여러 개를 이게 딥차서 내가 차서 혼자 있다. 혼자 가면 니네 지도. 니네들 인기를 쌈 되나? 나 맞는 shum아 혼자 가면 신이 가는 게 최고다. 그럼 최고는 맞지. 딱 봐진데고나 기냐 용량 걸 샤진데 장도를 진데 더 쓰기다. 기가 커버.
랍자도지 칼리.
랑인 소스 빼면 가는 랑인 소스 도와 좀 하다가 지어로. 그 가족이 야도 안 돼. 야도 시니. 그래서 다 그랬다.
다 소스 강배가나 라에 답시 땅 거랬어.
땅 거래 다디.
이리 와.
다 부부를 없이는데 다 다들 가지고 집 어디 보네. 연주 빼면 그 저거 그여서 로전 신이 다 단다 저거 하나 참면서 가르세네요. 이모는 좀 시절로 저 되게 균이 뭐죠. 뒤린 저거 한 칼로망에 말겠다. 맨자다 담아고죠. 거기다 뒤린 뒤서 상 가지 없는 선상 이렇게 오셔. 다 대상 공부 근저 도지 되게 민도. 로전 섬년이 사준 섬당에 땅냐리 다. 로전 용인도 당 삼시야 내 통일로 좁게 죽을로 뼈디게 딱 내와도 섬당. 그 겨울은 저 고향을 때 사들이 산게 콩게 스치서가지 녹지만 되죠. 광인이 저 거가 재미 영도. 그 와서도 가 카페 펴서 엄마 뭐 뒤집어라 복잡스 샀어.
So unlike us, today's children they have a lot of exposures, so they have opportunities to study, because of the grace of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So they don't have to actually work like us before, they don't have that sort of hardships to bear, So they should really struggle hard to stand on their own and study hard, do whatever they can do for the country, So for that they have to really strive hard, because otherwise they will really face a lot of problems later.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
the Tibetan cause is not only for this and for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. It is a general cause, so we should really go for that.
What would she like to see happen to Tibet next?
Into Tibet.
Yeah. What does she want for Tibet?
The pearl then chungna some roji karto da.
다 별 죽는다 삼다도 희설로 짓다 별 키우는 삼다 여배디 구디에 왕한테 같이 나마 좋아 칼라요 사 나도 라이트 되더니 라이트 뭐 쳐이나 아니 가리지가 스마랑한다로 말이야 소문도 들지 심지다 버게기는 신의 심도도 봐도 그랬다 너도 심도 되게 올라간다 가르쳐서 소설로 먹고 철쫙 교도 그런다.
So I think even if I die here, my spirit will be in Tibet. So I would always love to die in Tibet. And in fact, His Holiness the Dalai Lama once told us, eat well, you have to cross the passage, so you should be very healthy.
So she looks very healthy. Good.